The billionaire lay dying in bed, yet he refused to call a doctor or go to the hospital. Instead, he waited for the vampire's arrival. As a chilling wind swept through the room, the blood ancestor appeared at his bedside, his presence unannounced. The wealthy man humbly begged for immortality. The blood ancestor offered no reply. Instead, he pried open the tycoon's mouth with his left hand, then pierced his own finger. 2 drops of blood trickled through the wound into the tycoon's mouth. Instantly, the tycoon's complexion flushed with a healthy glow. When the nurse entered the room, the tycoon had vanished. The nurse looked up in confusion, witnessing an unbelievable sight. The tycoon stood in the pouring rain, laughing maniacally, his body as healthy as a 20-year-old boy. Yet he knew not that the blood ancestor he had summoned would turn all of New York into a living hell. Under his protection, thousands of vampires slaughtered without restraint on the streets. By the time the police realized what was happening, they were powerless against the vampire horde. Just as New York was about to fall, a small team of humans stepped forward. They understood vampires and knew their weaknesses. But who could have imagined that just a week earlier, they had been ordinary people? The source that brought them together was a passenger plane with no survivors. Upon returning to the airport, the aircraft immediately severed all communications. Despite repeated calls from the control tower, there was no response. When staff approached the plane, they found an eerie silence. Realizing something catastrophic had occurred inside, they promptly notified the CDC and other relevant agencies. Dr. Ivor, the CDC's director, arrived at the airport swiftly. After assessing the situation, he immediately took Nora inside to investigate. What they saw left him utterly shocked. All passengers lay dead in their seats. There were no signs of struggle, nor any visible wounds. Every victim appeared to have died peacefully. The only anomaly was elevated ammonia levels in the air, insufficient to be lethal. Yet ammonia shouldn't have been present on the aircraft. They activated ultraviolet lamps and discovered the cabin coated in an unknown secretion. Splitting up to search, they found every flight attendant in the same condition. Nora entered the cockpit and discovered the pilot had survived. 3 others were also signaling for help.
Nora, I'm coming!
The 4 survivors were taken off the plane for quarantine observation, though none could explain what had happened. Just as Ivor felt helpless, a colleague informed him that a coffin had been discovered in the cargo hold. This coffin measured 3 meters in length and was not listed on the cargo manifest. Upon opening it, they found it filled entirely with soil. Puzzlingly, the latch was inside the coffin itself, but there was no time for further thought. Eve ordered the coffin sealed and left the scene.